This is my first day of homelessness, y'all. I just want to tell everybody, man, if you got any problems, man, put that shit in God's hands, man, because it's going to get better. But you got to have faith, and you got to believe your situation going to get better. You know, I did 4 years, and I got out, and I fucked up. It's been hard, you know what I'm saying? But the best thing I've been doing, man, is praying, man. You know, just me knowing that God is on my side. Even though I'm out here walking homeless, nowhere to go. No support, no mom, no father, not a lot of family, in a whole different state. And it's been rough, man, and but God, He been getting me through it, man. I see the little things playing out, and all I can say
is now very happy and totally clean. She has her smile back and decided she wanted to go back to finish school. Amber says she's very grateful for having a second chance.
I want to talk about a myth that I hear repeated quite a bit, and that is that homeless individuals don't want any help, they just want to remain homeless. Now, this isn't true, and to illustrate it, imagine yourself on a deserted island in the middle of the ocean. I don't know how it happened, plane crash, I don't know, but that's where you're at. Also imagine there's a telephone there. Don't question it, just go along with me. You pick up the phone and someone on the other end says, "Hey, I can send you one of those rubber yellow life rafts. Do you want that?" And you're thinking to yourself, I'm in the middle of the ocean. I have thousands of miles before I can make it home. There's no way I'm going to make it on a rubber life raft. So you're going to say no. You're not rejecting the idea of help. You're rejecting that kind of help. Now, if the phone said a cruise ship's going to come by, you're going to say yes. In the same way, homeless individuals, when offered a path to permanent housing, they take it. But if in the city you live in, their options are an overcrowded shelter where they have to sign up for religious services and they're not ready for them, they might say no. It's not that they don't want help. It's that you're not offering the right kind of help. Thanks for listening.
This is my last time leaving my house. My parents' house, at least. And I guess I'm officially homeless now. Yeah, just like that. I don't really know how to do anything, but here I am. I do have everything in my car, though, like ham. And then I have, like, all the stuff that I packed in here. I have her litter box in the trunk. The trunk's completely cleaned out. And I also have her carrier in there. I have to feed her right about now. Yeah, new chapter in my life. Here goes to being homeless.
Being homeless in America is now a crime, and instead of them trying to help the homeless by giving them housing or building more homeless shelters or something, you want to throw them in jail? Most of the people out here on the streets, it's not their fault that they're homeless, and you want to throw them in jail because of life? Life happens sometimes. So why not sit here and help these people instead of locking them up like criminals? Y'all can send all this money across the world, but you can't help your own people? It doesn't make any sense to me. If I had all the money in the world, I'll help out. But we got people with billions and millions of dollars, and they're doing nothing. And that just says a lot about this world, this country, and everything. It's pitiful.
Come with me as I find somewhere to sleep for the night outside because I'm homeless and I've explored all my options. I've pretty much called any and everybody that I can even think of to ask if I could stay with them, but no such luck. It's crazy because usually me, I'd be crying right about now. Especially like, what the fuck, you know, nobody really wants to be on the street, but I don't know. It is what it is, but I did like try and post an ad on Craigslist, but I'm pretty sure you know how that turned out. I was just gonna crash at somebody else's house, like just from the ad, and I know not safe, but I mean neither is sleeping on the street. At this point I just really want like a little motel, hotel, something cheap so I don't have to be on the street tonight because it's cold as fuck out here. Cold as freak, sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna walk for a little bit. I got like these 2 bags. They're pretty heavy. I'm gonna keep looking, see if I can find something tonight. If not, We'll just be out here.
Chat, I don't know if y'all saw J. Cole's post, but this nigga getting evicted. And y'all know that's where I've been laying my head. Let me show y'all something. I don't know what we finna do, y'all. I need y'all to cash at me ASAP. I'm gonna have to sleep in this packed jam car. Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna have to sleep in here. I'm gonna have to sleep in this packed ass fucking car. Somebody help me. I'm homeless. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna fucking do, y'all? Y'all been clowning me for being homeless. Now I'm really homeless. Y'all better watch this video so I don't have to be homeless no more. Help. Help me, nigga, please. Help a nigga out.
I am this close to just thinking maybe it is better to rent for the rest of my life than to actually own property. Which sounds sad to say, but hear me out. It has always been my dream to purchase my own home, which is the whole reason I even started working 2 jobs for the last 5 years, hustling my ass off because I want to purchase my home so bad. I feel like a part of me is starting to realize there's so many cons to owning your own home. For example, number one, if I were to buy it in California, I would have to have a 30-year loan. And I don't want to spend the next 30 years of my life paying off my home. That means I'm never able to just up and leave because now my home is here, my life is here. If anything goes wrong as a homeowner, I have to fix it, which could be so expensive. Roof, plumbing, maintenance, all of that, right? That's something I would be responsible for. If I move out of state though, which by the way, I can more than enough afford to pay off the home within like 5 years, then I had to pick up my whole life here, move it somewhere else, hopefully find a job over there. Even if I move it there, regardless, I can't just leave. Now my home is there. Versus if you rent, like if you rent an apartment, if anything goes wrong, you're not responsible. Also, you can up and leave whenever you want. You're not restricted. You can break the lease and you can move to another state if you please to. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I usually don't do this because I'm ashamed. But at this point, I'm desperate. And I need help. I need help. I am currently in a hotel with my son. I don't have a car. And I just don't have no support. And at this point, I'm losing it. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. My options are so limited. My money is limited. Again, finding a job is extremely hard, especially when you're a single mom. Like, I'm just really in a really tight spot right now, y'all, and I don't know what else to do. But I hate having to come up here and ask for money or anything like that. But if y'all could just like the video, comments, if y'all could share it, I mean, even if you would like to send me something, anything would count. I just need some help right now. And again, this is really hurting me because I don't like telling my business. I hate asking for help. It makes me feel weak. It makes me feel embarrassed. It makes me feel like I'm not being good as a person. I'm not a good mother. But I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. I don't know. So again, if you guys just like the video, comment, share, just engage in the video. Hopefully that would help. If you would like to send me something, again, it's fine. I'm not asking for a certain amount or anything like that, but I really need some help.
So I got a letter from my apartment complex to Miss Rachel Peterson Connolly. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically if Ty and I choose to renew our lease in August, it's gonna cost us $4,008 a month. We live in a 2-bed, 2-bath in South Denver. Just so you don't think I'm making it up, we would be paying almost as much as my parents do for a 7-bedroom, 11-acre house. Colorado, y'all are on some crack cocaine.
Okay, cool. So I'm having to move out of my house because I can't afford rent. So I'm moving into my parents' property. But one time I couldn't afford rent either, and I was driving down the highway to try and go get help from social services, and the hood of my car smashed into my windshield and shattered it. So I pulled over, and this lady behind me pulled over and comes out. Turns out I happen to know her, so she helps me get to the social services office, and I'm calling my dad, and he's like out of state or out of town. And as I'm there, this other lady overhears me, and she's like, I'll call AAA and have them tow your car for free. What's your address? So they gave me a ride home, towed my car for free. A couple of days later, my friends called me and they're like, hey, let's go out. And I was like, sorry, I can't go out. I can't even get to work. My car is completely wrecked. The windshield's wrecked. I can't even make rent. I don't know how I'm gonna fix this. So sorry, guys. And they're like, hey, you know what? We just ran into some cash and we want to help you. So they paid for my car. They got me a rental and they paid for rent for me that month. You want to know something? If the hood of my car hadn't flown up and shattered my windshield, none of that would have happened. I wouldn't have gotten any help, and I probably wouldn't have been able to pay rent that month because I never would have told them that, hey, I can't pay rent. Sorry, I can't go out. I'd have been like, sure, let's go out. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, you know what? Me moving into my parents' house at 30 is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. It feels like right now I'm pulling over on the side of the road with a shattered windshield. My life sucks, but you know what? Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. It doesn't matter. We're going to be fine. We're all going to be fine.
If you're currently living in Alberta, specifically Calgary area, and you live downtown in a high-rise apartment, what the fuck do you do for work? Like, I need to know, because I just went apartment shopping or like renting, whatever, with my friend the other day, and the prices are absolutely insane. And I just don't understand what job people are doing as Canadians. Like, I'm 25. What job would a 25-year-old have to be living in these apartments? Because it's just insane to me. Like, $1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus $200 parking, minus utilities. Like, what the fuck? How are you guys living? How are you guys living? Please tell me.
This is what being homeless can look like. This highway motel is $300 a week. That's $1,200 a month for a room and no amenities. Rental units in this area have income requirements over $29,000. The only store nearby is a gas station with a 10-minute walk along a road with a 50 miles per hour speed limit. I work 6 days a week. A week's pay is $330. I've applied to 15 jobs within the last month. I've heard back from 2, and that's including my current employer. Self-sustainability is impossible in these conditions. I and so many other people are stuck living like this just to stay warm. The only reason I can afford to eat is because I get a shift meal at work.
So my lease ends in like 7 days, and I told this bitch I don't want to spend more than $2,200, and she was taking me up to this room, and she was like, oh my god, you're gonna love it. It's a 1-bedroom, it's $2,800, but it has a big balcony. Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it? Do you know what else is big? No? Okay, let me tell you what's not. The bank account. The budget. The credit score. The patience, bitch. Why don't you take the keys to Miss 2,800, not including parking and utilities, and shove it up here?
I pay $18 a week to live in a tent in Yosemite National Park with my girlfriend, and I'm here to give you a room tour. Now cut us some slack on the mess, because after 3 months of living in this tent, we are moving into a dorm. Outside we have 2 bear boxes, actually 3, and a mess. It's kind of charming. We have a nice creek right next to us. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, bear boxes is like where we keep food and whatnot so that animals and bears don't get into our food. Or so that they don't get into our tent to get to our food or us. Anyways, the inside is a mess, so I'll keep it brief. This is my dresser, that's my girlfriend's dresser right there. Over here we have junk storage, and up there coat hangers. Off here to the left we have our bed, and a mess, and a mess. This thing has like plywood floors that are painted with some really crappy paint, right? Ow! Anyways, some really crappy paint. Everything is painted with this like weird shade of green, and the ceiling boards are kind of like aesthetic and whatnot, which is kind of cool. To top it all off, when we first got here, we had to like dig out our tent from snow. We do have a heater, which was really nice when it was absolutely frigid here. Pretty sure it got down to like 7 degrees one night. Anyways, this was such a mess, I don't even know why I took you through this room tour, but mainly just to show you how much better the dorm we're moving into is. There's some kind of weird and pretty creepy reasons for why we're getting moved, but I'll get into that later.
Let me let y'all in on a little secret I learned working in property management. If you live in an apartment complex and your utilities are included or your utilities are paid through your apartment complex, you know they're not doing that just to be nice and make it convenient for you, right? It's either for one or two reasons. One, they're getting a kickback, especially with the internet. Like if they're charging you $100 for an internet package, I guarantee you they're getting that internet for $50 to $75 per unit. So they're just pocketing the rest of your money. Or they're scratching somebody's back. So it's some type of business partnership. And, you know, they just want to hook up one of their homeboys and make sure they get paid for every tenant and every door that they have at their apartment complex. So yeah, that's your sign to start putting that plan in place to purchase a home.
Have landlords lost their minds? My roommate moved out a few months ago, so I currently live in a 2-bed, 2-bath by myself. And the price that I am paying for rent for a 2-bed, 2-bath with 2 parking spaces is the same amount of money I would be paying for a studio in Los Angeles, California. I feel like our whole perspective is warped because I hear people talking about, oh, I found a studio for $2,000, what a good deal. I just can't even process what is happening with rent costs in LA and also around the whole country. How is anybody affording rent? How?
Hi, we'd like to see this apartment for rent. No pets. Okay, we don't have any. Renter pays all utilities. Okay, that's fine. You need a 3-to-1 income to rent ratio. Great, we do. You need a credit score of at least 670 to even be considered. Great, that means we qualify because both of our credit scores are above 670. You need to fill out an application first, and then we can go ahead and decide. Okay, here's the application. Sorry, we've already rented out this property as of 2 days ago. Wonderful. How thoughtful of you to let me know after the fact.
Alrighty guys, welcome into my little tiny home on wheels. Starting with the bed, it's a 2-inch memory foam mattress topper with, I do have some carpeting underneath and a yoga mat. I have 2 pillows over there. My cooler's right here to the side. I have an extra thermal bag for my Uber Eats deliveries back here. I keep my ring light here for when I do TikTok lives. I have a little battery powered lantern from the $1.25 tree. You can see over here, I have another one of my fans. They are rechargeable. They last about 3 or 4 hours on a charge, and I do have 2 of them. Coming around here to the side, this is where I keep most of my belongings are underneath this blanket, my clothing, knickknacks, necessities, things like that. That's where I keep everything. There's my daily journal. I always like to have a quote every day. This is today's quote. There's my little buddy on the road, Stitch. And then over here in the front, I keep another delivery bag for my Uber Eats deliveries. I have a dry cooler there for my dry goods, non-perishable things like that. Up here, I have a cup holder for customers' drinks for my deliveries. I have my books. I have a trash can. I keep like my wipes. I have some Miss Myers room spray, which is amazing. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the tour. If you'd like a more depth tour, please visit my channel and watch my videos. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day.
Hi, everybody. I'm just sitting here thinking about the rent prices. You know, if you make $25 an hour, 40 hours a week, $1,000 a week, you still can't qualify for a place because the average place is $1,500. And I'm just playing to the people that own property. Stop going through the property management places and just require the renter to have renter's insurance. Like, how can people afford a place to live now? Like, even $25 an hour can't get you a place to live. So how do you stop being homeless? This is my question. How do you stop homelessness with these prices? We gotta do better. Today is Friday and the rent is due. I'm feeling some kind of way, right? I don't really have much money after I pay rent. I might have like $300, and that'll probably go to my gas to get back and forth to work throughout the whole week until I get paid again. But I'm literally working just to pay rent for us to have a place to sleep. I don't know. I feel so sad, right? All my situations, but I did get something in the mail from the police station about my son and the situation with the vapes, right? So I'm hoping when I go to court, I have court cases that I have to fight too. So when I go to court, I'm hoping that all this evidence can help me in court. But I gotta go to work today, and I'm feeling some type of way. And because yesterday I had to leave work early because I had to pick up my daughter because she was having cramps and she was in the bathroom throwing up. So, you know, the school nurse is like, come get your daughter. So I had to stop working and drive an hour to go pick her up. And just not having anybody that I could depend on to help me, no family, just nobody. She was saying to me, she said, do you have anybody that you can call? And I told her, no, there's nobody. There's nobody to call. I'm literally by myself.
No, I don't want it. I'm okay. One time? No, no, thank you. No. No, it might hurt me. Yeah, it could kill me. I don't know what that is. No, thank you. You want to tell me personally? I got you. No, thank you. Yeah, no. No, have a good day. No.